Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and I just did a video on this. And some of the parts are just going to cut out. Like this is going to cut out. This has no, I'm going to change the laser. I don't know what size laser bed the gentleman has. I'm going to change mine to, let's say he's got a 24 by 12. I have no clue. So let's just take all this stuff and put it off the laser bed. And this one's going to cut, because all it is cut lines. But, well, okay, and before I even start, these are like shutters. I would delete these lines, because they're showing the wood going through the shutter. Now this is the way I am, and I think it would look a little better, and it's just so simple, especially if you're going to make quite a few of these. Okay, now here's the hard part. That's a vector line. It's actually CMYK, and I would turn it to RGB. And you could do that by selecting everything and go right click, and now everything's a hairline RGB. I don't know what kind of laser he has. He said, I can't really remember. But to vector engrave, and by vector engraving, I mean using the hairlines and engraving these lines really, really fast. But you still have to cut the part out. So let's look and see if this thing's ungrouped, and let's nudge it up. This is 1.83 inches. That's weird. Oh, I'm in inches. But, so let's nudge it up 5 inches. And let's change them back to millimeters. So I would grab the outside of this and nudge it up. These are going to be cut lines that we need to cut out. That just happened to work. I didn't know that they're going to be separated, and they are. So let's do this. Let's back up here, and let's put this in your laser bed. Let's rotate this guy at a negative 45. Well, negative 90, I mean. Even though it doesn't matter. And get them all in your laser bed. All 4 walls. Whoop. Don't group them together. Let's go ahead and put that one there. We've already done, I did the other roof. And you wanted to space these out. And I just got to remember that these cut lines. So what I would do, this one's fine, this one's ready to go. I'm going to see how big this is, and it's 172 millimeters, so we need to make this 200 millimeters to get it out of the frame. I'm going to grab the outside of that, the outside of that. See, it's not going to work. The outside of that, yeah, it does work. And that kind of helps me remember to have that hole. It's because these pieces are broken apart. Outside of that, and outside of that. And then, I don't know if you want to cut the windows out. I wouldn't think so. But I need this hole cut out. And I don't know if the hole is separate. And it is, so we can nudge it up. That's nudgeable, that's nudgeable, that's nudgeable, nudgeable. These are things that need to be cut all the way through. I'm going to nudge this up because this needs to be cut all the way through. So see what you see we have as an outline. Now those 2 pieces that were separated, there might be a little bit of a problem right there. These look thicker. But like this piece here was separated by the other piece, you could always take the Smart Fill tool, fill that in, nudge it over, get rid of this part, Always change back to your pick tool. Golly. Always change back to your pick tool and delete that. Well, we need those inside parts. And we need that hole. And then left click, right click in red and move it over. And now that's all one part. And you can actually probably group this together. Control G, Control G. Now, here's kind of the key. Grab all this and nudge it up twice. Grab all this and nudge it down once. Run this at a 100 power, whatever speed it takes to cut through the wood. And you know, I take that back. I would want to vector engrave this first. They're going to be in the exact same spot because we're nudging. I would have vector engrave all this stuff first. And this will take 2 seconds. Run this at 100 power at 50, 60, 70 speed. And it'll cut those lines. And the reason you want to do it in those orders is because if you cut this first, these could fall into your laser bed just a hair if you have a little bow to your vector bed, and then cut them out. And it'll look like, let's just turn all this stuff black. It'll look like that engraved. Vector engraving, pretty cool. Everything will be cut out. Anyway, I hope he sends me a picture of the final product and I'll show it off. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.